So suddenly in my local food store they started to sell this new ROCCAT Burst Pro, and looking at the packaging and the pictures of it, I just wanted one because I think they looked pretty nice. I'm not sure how I'm gonna describe the look of this, but it somewhat looks like a sneaker or like jogging shoe, like the material is like a very thin plastic with the honeycomb under it, so we only see it like a pattern through it. Otherwise it's a very nice and smooth plasticky surface on top, like matte finish to it, which looks good in my opinion. And then there's like LED inside of the mouse that lights up the whole thing, and we also have separate LEDs in the mouse wheel as well, and they can be programmed to individually change colors, so they don't have to be linked to each other. And I think the white one, it somewhat fits even on a black surface like this, so it's not like you need to have all black or all white, I mean, to have this work. So you have two side buttons here. They are very big, so it's very easy to like find. Let's say I'm gonna knife somebody. That's easy to do, and also mounting weapons. It feels very sturdy, like pushing out the top here. There isn't really any give to it, and overall just dropping it. It's a good design and manufacturing. So ROCCAT, I thought it was German, but it seems like it's designed in German but made in China. But maybe ROCCAT is owned by Turtle Beach, which I didn't know, but that maybe makes sense since they were selling it in the store, because they also had a lot of Turtle Beach headsets and such earlier. It kind of reminds me of a Turtle Beach headset. Some of like the design cues maybe are a little bit the same. I have this plastic thing here as a relief for the wires, so they don't get detached inside of the mouse. Otherwise it's this very light and flexible wire here, which is wrapped in cloth, so you don't really feel it moving around, which is very nice. It's almost like having a wireless mouse. For me, I'm using my wrist playing like this, so it fits very nicely in my hand. Previously, now I've been using Glorious Model O, and it didn't take a long time to change over to this model, and I could start playing with this now. Going from Model O to this, it doesn't take a long time. It does have like the same honeycomb pattern to save on weight, but we have like this thin layer on top here. It will make the mouse cleaner, so you won't have every debris and such clogging up in those pores. But also with the Model O, you will have some air like going through your palm or to your palm, so that is a nice feature with that, but somebody would like that. But it's something going from Model O to this ROCCAT here. I feel my hand getting a little bit warmer in like stressful situations. The buttons are a little bit harder than other switches, so that is something you maybe will have to get used to in games. I don't really think about it, but when like in Windows and such, when you're more relaxed, I can like feel my brain clicking, but then I have to push harder, somewhat like to get it to actually click. You can also get it in black, even though from a design perspective or preference, I would say that The black one gets a little bit boring, just a little bit too black and no like cool effects. But this one is like a two-tone thing with the black and white. Then we have the LEDs. This one here is just a black with a fairly dim LED backlight into it. And turning off the LEDs, so turning it off, yeah, it's just a black cheap mouse. So I just stitched together some film clips from me playing today. I didn't really have a good, not experience, but yeah, I was not really good at playing today. Yesterday I was playing with my friend, but that was also maybe putting me in easier lobbies. But yesterday I got like 2 gunships in the same game, but here maybe maximum kill streak of 4 or 5. The first rounds here, just using the Car 98, just trying to like quick scope a little bit with this new mouse, and of course using a new mouse doesn't help either, but adjusting to this new mouse here it's fairly quick, and it fits my hand well, so it's not really a big problem playing with this mouse here, even though I haven't used it for a long time. So I have been using the glorious Model O, which is a very good mouse, and it fits me well, but Glorious, they have a lot of problems with their mouse. I have to warranty a lot of them. So if you like live somewhere where you don't have or can't buy it and have it warranted easily, I wouldn't recommend the Glorious mouse. And looking at reviews and such and forums, this ROCCAT mouse seems to be fairly stable. And also just looking at the construction, I can understand that, and you maybe won't have as much problems as you would with a Glorious mouse. They weigh the same, and they are fairly similar in a few ways, with some smaller differences. The ROCCAT is designed in Germany, so they maybe have emphasized some quality, but it's still produced in China. But maybe it's better than American design produced in China compared to German design produced in China. Other ROCCAT products I haven't really looked at, but I think one of their premium keyboards look fairly good. It's similar to my Steel Series keyboard when it comes to lighting, but otherwise I haven't really looked them up. But we can see that even at like trying to adjust for smaller distances here, playing, I can hit on the targets fairly easily, at least not worse than I used to. My aim is not perfect the way I aim, so I bounce back a little bit, but that is also because of my brain can't like calculate the next step of the person, so the aim is like bouncing forward and backwards. Now I met this guy here, yeah, getting confused. I mean, it looks like this is not his first time doing that. Had like 8 kills that round. Should have saved the launcher. So just getting tired. I had one Warzone game, a few others with the sniper, and going back to the M4 class, which I like use when just going for kill streaks and such. M4 and yeah, it's Kilo, yeah, it's a Kilo of course, but Kilo to launcher, it's easier to take people out behind like stuff when they are hiding, and using kill chains to get up kill streaks. But today that didn't really help, because the opponents that I met today, yeah, they actually challenged me back, even though in this round here, they didn't even manage to get 1 point in the game. My score ended up being just 14 kills and 7 deaths, so a fairly quick round also, since we were holding all of the flags through the whole game. The Glorious Mouse and this ROCCAT weighs 68 grams, so they are very comparable. There are some lighter mouses out there, but 68 grams. After using it, it doesn't like feel super light, but
Very good.
68 grams, yeah, it's more than good enough to light, and I would at least start to like lift up the mouse. I also tried to like play one game of Counter-Strike. I haven't played in years, so I downloaded it to my PC. I will maybe play it a little bit more in the future. It's a very competitive game that all of the like game mechanics just feel so old and weird coming from Call of Duty. Like running doesn't change anything, like the character is like floating through the air, and aiming and such is also a little bit different. Only thing maybe I could like or dislike about Counter-Strike is that with shooting at people, they die a little bit quicker, but that also makes me die faster though. So yeah, thank you for watching.